Hi, this is Faye McLean from faymclean.com. Right now, it's highly likely that you're feeling like there are so many balls that you have to juggle while you're trying to build your online business that it's almost driving you crazy. We go into building an online business and we have this idyllic concept that we're going to make lots of money, which you can. We're going to have a great freedom lifestyle, which again you can. But what we sometimes don't realize is that all of a sudden, very quickly in that journey, you realize that there is such an incredibly steep learning curve with all the different bits and pieces that you have to learn. When you're building an online business, there are so many moving parts to that business. And it's not that building an online business is difficult. It's just that all of these different components, things like list building, marketing strategies, joint ventures, technical things, websites, uploading, hosting, all these things are just usually out of your normal comfort zone. So it makes you feel very uncomfortable, and very often will mean that you're left feeling in a state of overwhelm and confusion, or perhaps even frustration at not knowing how to do things or how to put everything together. And I want to let you know that this is a really common feeling, and I bet you've actually felt it before at some stage in your life. I know if I even think back to the time when I first learnt to drive a car, and in those days when I learnt to drive, I learnt with a manual car. So, getting into that car, it was just so overwhelming. There were so many things that I had to think about, which foot to put on which pedal, which one to press at the same time as something else. And I had to think about moving the gear stick, and at the same time you've got to be looking in the rear view mirror or worrying about other vehicles around you. So many things to learn that I can clearly remember thinking that I would never be able to bring all these moving parts together and drive as well as I saw my friends or my mum and dad driving. And yet I'm sure you felt the same way too, and you now are also aware that before very long all those bits and pieces that we're having to juggle come together very smoothly, and we start to be able to blend those actions together in a way that gives us a good smoothing driving outcome. And we can still talk with someone in the back seat and make sure we don't hit people that are crossing the road, and be aware of the signs that are going on the road, stop signs or traffic lights, and we can have a very successful driving journey. And your online business will be exactly the same. When you consistently apply the things that you're learning now, and over a period of time, those actions that now seem so disjointed and difficult and such a steep learning curve for you will very soon become as smooth, very unconscious actions that you can put together, and you'll find that you will be able to work on several things at once. You'll be able to work on your marketing strategies and have things going on the technical side of your website. Yes, some of that comes by getting help and outsourcing things, but a lot of that starts to become easier when you become more proficient and more confident with what it is that you're doing. And a typical example was a call that I had last night from a coaching client, and she was so ecstatic and excited, which absolutely thrills me to bits to sort of hear that excitement. And I know that I'm really making a difference, because she could see how far she had come in her online journey, and she now was excited to be able to understand all the language that people spoke about, to know what autoresponders and widgets and sidebars and footers and all these different things meant, whereas even a matter of weeks ago, so many of those terms and so many of those things that she was doing were completely foreign and very, very much outside her comfort zone. So I want to encourage you to Be comfortable outside your comfortable zone, and know that over a period of time with consistent application, and if you continue to follow your dreams and follow your drive to build your online business, that you will become proficient in all those things that now may seem a little difficult to you. And before very long, you will also be standing on the top of your online business mountain, and you'll be able to peer down over the side and look at all the wonderful things that you've created, the community that you've been able to attract, the relationships you've been able to build, the products you've been able to create, perhaps the mentoring or the coaching you've been able to provide to other people, and know that you can really make a difference. But right now what you've got to do is keep up with those things that seem a little difficult, and you will be on top of your online business mountain before too long. So I hope that helps you get through this next couple of weeks, and here's to your success, and I look forward to talking to you again soon. Bye for now.